Good evening and welcome to Barth and Graham Court here at North Catholic High School for tonight's 2A non-section matchup between the Ambridge Spinners and your North Catholic Trojans live on the North Catholic Sports Network. My name is Callie Martis alongside Colin Campbell, and we are very excited to be bringing you this end of the regular season matchup between two of the top teams in 2A. Ambridge enters tonight's game with a 9-1 record overall and 6-1 in conference play as they sit first in Section 4. They have won their last 4 straight, with the most recent win over Hopewell 3-0. North Catholic comes into this matchup second in Section 2 with an 8-4 record overall and 5-2 in conference. They look to rebound tonight after a non-section loss to Pine Richland yesterday, 3-2. And despite the loss, Colin, the Trojans played exceptionally well last night. What are some things you think North Catholic can do tonight, as this is usually one of the highly most anticipated games of the season?
Yeah, Callie, so obviously two great deep teams playing against each other here today. So for the Trojans, I think it's going to be all about protecting the net on the defensive side, making sure they're not making any unforced errors and just limiting errors to what they can control. I think that's what will help them win tonight.
Alrighty, and we're going to send it down to the court for the national anthem and lineups.
Good evening and welcome to the court and fan court. Tonight, the Trojans take on Ambridge in a non-section matchup. At this time, we ask that you please rise for the horning our national anthem. Now let's take the teams. First group pitchers. Number 3, Corso Delana. Number 4, Owen Buchanan. Number 7, Andrew Polkovit. Number 8, Bacon Sheffield. Number 10, Anthony Seymour. Number 13, Corey Colano. Number 14, Cavante Saunders. Number 16, Luca Lurch. Number 18, Carmen Georgowski. Number 21, Owen Hannon. Number 28, Nicholas Henry. Number 29, Adrian Rotondo. Number 30, Enzo Mitchell. Number 31, Julian Hubbard. Head coach, Glenn Freed. We now put North Catholic Trojans. Number 2, Rex Rayner. Number 7, Bill Chance. Number 11, Drew Palmer. Number 13, Jake Cooley. Number 14, Logan User. Number 15, Chris Burbank. Number 17, Evan Smith. Number 23, Jack White.
Alrighty, we're just about to get underway here between the Trojans and the Bridgers. And before we start, I'd also like to mention boys tennis played in the Whippeal Championship today, and they won as they beat Valley. Congratulations to boys tennis for bringing home the hardware. Our last volleyball broadcast, North Catholic played the Mars Planets and swept them in 3 sets. And like I said, they lost to Pine Richland last night, but that was a super close game. The Trojans played really well.
Yeah, I don't think they expected.
Didn't lose a set by more than 6 points.
Yeah, they didn't expect that from themselves. I think that brings over some really good momentum for this big game tonight.
And back to serve, Nicholas Henry for the Bridgers. It's that one over. Camille sets Palmer to the outside. Dug up by the Bridgers, back over, and Felice, a diving effort, but he couldn't get there. Here's Henry's serve is out. North Catholic point. Molly's serve makes it over, but that one is out as well. Quickly, another point here for the Bridgers. So they go up 2-1. Back now to serve is Rotondo. Camille sets Palmer with the kill. This brings Camille back to the line to serve. Bridgers trying to keep it alive there in front of the net, and North Catholic's point. So that was Catalano in front. Mishit the ball there. Camille's serve over, but out. Now back to the line is Carson Merlina, one of the top players for the Bridgers. Palmer bumps that. Camille Palmer, that's blocked by the Bridgers, but the ball ricochets out. North Catholic point. And they lead it here 4-3.
Drew Palmer off to a very hot start in this one. Establishing an early lead is huge for either team here.
Palmer serve hard, and it's in. Sheffield didn't even move. Palmer again, Merlina gets that up, setting to the outside. North Catholic with it now, jumping up. Was Snyder, misplayed there by Rotondo. And another point for North Catholic. They take a 7-3 lead here in set 1. Palmer serve, dug by Molina. Rotondo out to the outside for Sheffield.
Great block by Logan Muser there.
Palmer serve grazes the net, makes it over. Rotundo setting. Sheffield and North Catholic unable to get to that. Sheffield with a little tip up over the net. Now back to serve. Carter Catalano. Snyder tried to hit it over. Jumping up with the block there was Cavante Saunders. Sends Catalano back to the line. Felice gets it to Camille. Felice hits it back over. Sheffield to the outside, blocked by Muser. Palmer is able to keep it alive. Camille sets behind him for Snyder, and we got North Catholic point.
North Catholic defense off to a very hot start here.
Rayner to serve over the net. Set to the outside. That was Seymour there for the Bridgers, and he'll go back. Now to serve. Palmer to Camille. Ramali hits it over. Saved by the Bridgers, and that one falls in. Right in between Rayner and Palmer there. Scores 9-7 here in set number 1. Seymour's serve is good. Rayner is able to get there. Camille. It's to Felice, jumping up, gets it over the net. Now here's the Bridges the other way. And Marlena hits it out. Back at the line to serve. Josh Snyder. Molina set gently, hits it over the net, and catches the Trojans flat-footed there.
Setting Merlina twice in a row in the back row. Very, very dangerous weapon for the Bridgers.
Yeah, Merlina is definitely one of the top players for Ambridge. He's a senior this year. Dylan Chance back to serve for the Trojans. It's over, Merlina. Hits it to Rotundo, hit over, and it's out. Chance will serve again. Makes it over. Tondo up, jumping for it was Saunders. Tips that up and over. Trojans unable to get there in enough time. Sends back Nicholas Henry. Henry's serve is good. Snyder to Camille, setting up Palmer to the outside. Misplayed by Molina, but the Bridgers can't recover. Romali. It's up over the net. Rotundo sets Molina, blocked. There, Muser and Camille jumping up there on the far side. Camille sets Palmer! Trojans with another big point. Molly gets it over. Molina sets up Rotundo. Molina the outside. Led by Snyder, but that is going to go up off the rafters. And the Bridgers will head back to serve. Rotundo. Sent over the net. Snyder sets it. Camille looking for Palmer again. Hits that one lightly over. Rotundo looking for Seymour. And another big play by the Bridgers. they come within 3. Tondo back to serve, and that is out.
Brings us to 15-11, just about halfway through the first set.
Camille, sit over for Tondo. Plays it for the Bridgers. Camille, what a play. Palmer sets it deep. Bridgers get it back over. Snyder. Now to Camille, setting Palmer. And the Trojans come out on top yet again. Camille set, makes it over the net. Rotundo for Seymour. North Catholic tried to block that, went right in between Muser's hands. Merlina, serve right into the net. This brings Drew Palmer back for the Trojans. Palmer's serve makes it over. Rotundo sets the outside for Sheffield, and now it's out. And Ambridge is going to call a timeout here. 18-12 Trojans here in the first set. And Colin, you couldn't ask for a better start for North Catholic.
Oh, yeah, but can we talk about Andrew Palmer? What a start. I feel like he's truly just found his rhythm by this point in the season. He knows what he has to do, and he just plays such a huge role in this team.
Couldn't agree more. Drew Palmer with already quite a few kills to his name in this game. And he's going to go on to play volleyball at Northern Kentucky after he finishes up his career here at North Catholic. Ambridge, on the other hand, looking away for a way to try and find any momentum here. North Catholic is really taking control, and Palmer's serve just out. Catalano will serve for the Bridgers. That's out. North Catholic gets the ball right back. Rayner's serve makes it over the net. Sanders hit it over. Played by North Catholic. They managed to get it over the net. Sheffield's attempt. Dug by Rayner. Camille to Felice. Gets it back over. Molina hits it deep. Camille, what a play. Palmer up front, setting up Felice. Tip that over. Molina to Rotundo to the outside for Seymour, and he picks the back corner. Seymour's serve is out.
I mean, the Bridgers have had so many serves, I feel like, that have gone out, just costly points.
Yeah, and that's something that's definitely going to hurt him through this game. Inconsistent serving. And another point for the Trojans. It's now 21-14 here in the first set. Snyder's serve makes it over. Rotundo sets Merlina, but that's out. Snyder set over, but that is up over Sheffield's head and out. Sheffield now back to serve. Snyder to Camille. Felice tries to hit it over, but goes into the net. Bridgers point, Sheffield's serve is over. And Palmer with a nice touch over the net. Lands right in the middle of the court. Now Dylan Chance coming in for Gabe Felice. Serve, just short. Nicholas Henry. Serves, played by Rayner. What a play by Camille. Diving as he saves that. Palmer simply bumped that over. Now here's Merlina jumping up. Good play there by Rayner. Camille, now to Felice. And that's North Catholic point. Chris Romali. It's his serve over the net. Merlina with the kill for the Bridgers.
Bridgers are not going to go away, and I think that's something we can expect to see later down on in this game.
Camille sets Palmer. Got a whistle here. Bridgers point, I believe, was a
something that Evan Camille
net violation. Not sure. It's Bridgers with another point. Camille. Sit up. Palmer with another. Light touch up over the net. Fools the Bridgers again, and that does it here for the first set. North Catholic takes it 25-19. And Colin, I think the difference in the first set was serving.
Yeah, absolutely. The Bridgers made just their serves weren't placed very well. They were making a lot of errors when they tried to place them, and that's just a huge factor. I mean, just the 7 points that makes such a big difference there mainly just came from serves. So the Trojans off to a very great start, no doubt, but I wouldn't expect these Bridgers to go away. They're a hard-fighting team, and they will continue to warm up, so this should be a good match.
Yeah, and I mean, I think, too, the Bridgers didn't really have a problem necessarily returning the ball. We saw a lot of good volleys here in the first set, so it'll be interesting to see how this game plays on as we get in deeper to the game. It'll get closer and closer.
It truly does seem like the Trojans have just really found a rhythm and are really clicking just everywhere throughout the coaching, the teammates, you know, all the chemistry just is really going well for them right now.
I agree. They had despite the loss last night, they had the same showing against Pine Richland. They really turned things around, even though they had a dominant win over Mars. At some points, the communication wasn't necessarily there on the court, but they look like they've cleaned that up and are really coming together and starting to click as a team, and no better time than right before the playoffs. Second set just about to get underway here. Dylan Chance back to serve for the Trojans. Chance serve makes it over. Henry plays it up for Rotondo. Merlina jumping up, and it's Ambridge point. Attempted block there by the Trojans. And Felice comes back in for Chance. On the other side is Merlina. It's his serve over the net. Camille setting up Felice. In the middle, that makes it over the net. Now Samar hits it over. Played by Snyder. Camille is there. Jumping up is Palmer. Merlina keeps it alive. Now here's Sheffield. And another point for Ambridge. North Catholic, 2 straight missed blocks there. It's Merlina. Back to serve again. Rayner got that over the net. Looked like he was aiming for Camille there.
If you're North Catholic right now, you just got to slow down, slow the game down, take a breath, and just really focus on the mechanics. Again, another missed serve opportunity for the Bridgers.
This will give North Catholic the ball. Bridgers lead at 3-1 to start off the second set. Buchanan jumping up. That's blocked by Palmer. And now here's Merlina. And it's going to be Ambridge's point. Took the referees a second there to decide who got that. Buchanan. To net Snyder. It's to Felice. In for Palmer. And Palmer with another kill tonight. He's been dangerous here for the Trojans. Camille back to serve. That makes it over. Sheffield. Rotondo gets it over the net. Camille plays it back for Felice. He'll simply set that over the net. Rotondo to Merlina. Camille is able to bump it to Snyder. Touched by Palmer, makes it over the net. What a play by Henry. Back over. And the Bridgers.
What a point by the Bridgers there. Finishing it all the way to the end. So the Bridgers are going to go up 5-2 early on in this second set.
Samars. Serve comes up short. This puts Palmer back to the line. Palmer's serve. Dug by Sheffield, tips it over. Rayner can't get there. Bridgers now lead it 6-3.
Drew Palmer need to have a conversation with the ref about something there.
Sheffield gets it over. Rayner sets it back for Camille. Snyder's attempt is blocked by Saunders. Rotondo sets Merlina to the outside, to blocked there by North Catholic, but Felice gets it out. Bridgers another point. They now have their largest lead of the game so far, 7-3 in set 2.
Ooh.
Oh, that was, Muser played that with his foot there.
Off his foot, looked good for a second, but didn't work out in the end.
Sheffield back to serve again, makes it over. Felice. Camille sets up Palmer to the middle, tips it over.
Drew Palmer is willing to find that all day. He has the discipline to not want to hit as hard as he can every time. He knows. Just makes him such a great player.
Rayner's serve is over. Sheffield. Rotondo setting up. Saunders.
Looked like another block out for the Trojans. Just their Blocking hasn't been as great this set, and it's showing on the leaderboard.
Henry back to serve for Ambridge. Takes it over. Palmer scoops it up. Camille to Romali. Gets that over the net. Rotondo to Merlina. Hits it over. Felice is there. Palmer calls for it. Gets it over to Snyder. Rotondo again, sending Molina to the outside. It's off of Camille's shoulder and into the stands. Bridgers point. Henry back to the line again. Sends it over, Snyder to Camille. It's behind for Snyder, and that is out. Boy, that was close. And North Catholic's going to call a timeout as they have fallen behind 11-4 here at the start of the second set. And Colin, it looks like we've had a shift of momentum here between both teams.
Yeah, definitely, Callie. I mean, I said it before, the Bridgers aren't going to go away. They're finding their rhythm, and they are a dangerous team. They are one of the best for a reason. So if you're North Catholic right now, I would focus on really being technical on defense, about your base positions, being in the right spot, just knowing where to be before they even hit the ball. Because if they want to turn this defense into offense, that is exactly where it starts.
And North Catholic struggling to return the ball here. Let's see if they can turn things around after this timeout. Henry. Serve is out.
Good discipline there from sophomore Rex Rainier.
Snyder's serve is out as well.
I don't know. It looked pretty close to me, Callie.
Might need instant replay on that one. Camille. This is up for Molly, played by Henry. Rotondo to the outside to Merlina. And that'll hit the floor before Rayner's able to make it there. 13-5. Now the score in set 2. Snyder to Camille. Out of Felice. Rotondo's serve makes it over the net, played by Snyder. Camille setting up Palmer. And here's Drew Palmer again. Failed block there by Merlina Buchanan. Dylan Shantz at the line. His serve is in the net. Goes right back to the Bridgers. Merlina is back now. Merlina's serve. Nicely played there by Rayner. Palmer just gets it over the net. Merlina sets up Seymour, blocked by Romali. And Rayner out there reaching for it.
Crafty play from the senior Owen Buchanan for the Bridgers.
Merlina jumps up, hits that out. (16-7) the score. Romali is over the net. Henry sets it. Merlina setting up Sheffield. And Sheffield with the kill there for the Bridgers. Trojans are down 10 here in the second set. Cannon hits it over. Snyder sets it. Camille over to Palmer, the outside. Gets it over the net. Merlina Sheffield, and that lands. The Bridgers with yet another point.
Sheffield seriously scoring in this second set. Huge contributor for the Bridgers.
The Cannons serve just grazed the net there. Now here's Palmer jumping up. Tip, Merlina able to recover. Hamer gets another point for the Bridgers. It's 19-7. Cannon back at the line again. Gets that right into the net. North Catholic needs to get on a roll here. As Camille goes back to the line to serve. Camille hits it over. Sheffield sets it to Rotondo. Saunders hits it over. Camille unable to play that. And the Bridgers with another point. They lead it 20-8. Seymour hits it over. Rayner plays it. Camille calls for it. Sits behind him for Palmer, but that is blocked by Saunders.
Another timeout by North Catholic late in this second set. And Callie, I think it's fair to say that this has been nothing but domination from the Bridgers in the second set. What are you seeing, what they are doing differently?
Well, the Bridgers just seem to be in control. North Catholic really struggling to return a serve. And that's kind of unusual for them, especially even what we saw in the first set. It's like a complete turnaround for the Trojans so far, ever since they missed those 2 blocks to begin the second set. From there, it's been all Ambridge, and North Catholic is just in a rut, and they're going to have to come out with it. And I'm sure that's what they're talking about here in the timeout. But right now, if you're the Bridgers, you're feeling great right now. Mm-hmm. They've been more consistent with their serves, and they've been giving North Catholic a little bit of a run here. And like you said, this game could go either way. But North Catholic definitely needs to get back into this one sooner rather than later. Seymour's serve right into the net. This will give North Catholic an opportunity here, down 21-9 in set 2. Palmer back to serve. Palmer's serve is hard, played by Sheffield, goes right over the net. Camille to Rayner. Now to Snyder. Tips it over. And it's going to be North Catholic's point. Trojans will serve. Palmer with a hard serve. Henry's able to play that in a nice tip there from Muser. Palmer gets it over, played by Sheffield. What a play by Saunders to keep it alive. Now Palmer to Camille. Felice jumping up for, played by Merlina. Rotondo now to Merlina, tips it over. What a diving effort by Felice. And Snyder with an excellent effort keeps it up in the air.
Josh Snyder really wanted that ball there, ran about 2 chairs over and almost his assistant coach. A great effort, though.
Yeah, what an effort there by Snyder to try and keep it alive. Bridgers, though, end up with the point. Camille sits Muser, gets it over. Henry. Rotondo now looking. Sheffield hits it right into the net. Rayner. Hits it over. Rotondo to Merlina. And that's off of Rayner.
not much you can do there if you're Rayner. Just have to get up on these blocks, have to get a hand on it.
23-12. Bridgers lead it. Henry back to the line. Hits it over. Rayner to Camille. Keeps it alive. Snyder hits it over, but it's blocked. Rayner's there to keep it up. Camille sets Felice, but he hits it into the net. Sends Henry back to serve. Game point here for the Bridgers. Played by Snyder. Camille, the outside. Felice hits it out, and that'll do it. We're all tied up here as North Catholic drops the second set.
It looks like, Callie, that was almost like a completely different North Catholic team in the second set. I feel like there was a glimpse of what they needed. But definitely need to turn this around if you're the Trojans.
For sure, they definitely need a big turnaround here. After falling 25-12 there in that second set, and it's all Ambridge right now. It'll be interesting to see how they come back out here for the third. Alrighty, and we're back here for set number 3 between North Catholic and Ambridge. Seeing that the tides have turned in the second set with dominance by the Bridgers, but North Catholic is really going to have to make an effort to turn things around.
No, I said it earlier, Callie, but they did. After they called that timeout, there was a glimpse of what they needed for a couple of points. So let's see if they can carry that over into this third set.
Rotondo gets that over. Camille plays it, jumping up as Felice tips it over the net. Henry, the Rotondo, sets the outside for Merlina. Felice is there. Camille runs to get it. Sets up Palmer! And North Catholic gets the first point of the set. Romali gets that over. Rotondo. Now to Merlina. That'll be Bridgers' point. Merlina back to serve. Muser hits it over. Rotundo. Now to Seymour. Camille.
Camille, great effort there. Almost pancaked it perfectly, but just came up short.
Yeah, Camille almost had that one. He's been another player for the Trojans that's been all over the court this game. Rotundo sets up Buchanan, and it's going to be a net violation against Ambridge. And that serve from Camille is short, so Buchanan heads back to the line for Ambridge. Camille sets Muser, and North Catholic with the point. They tie things up here, 3-3. Palmer makes it over the net. Merlina, Rotundo, Seymour. It's that out. North Catholic point yet again. Palmer serve over the net, played by Sheffield. Saunders got it over. Jumping up is Camille. And it's going to be Ambridge point.
Camille looks like he just grazed the net there, but I don't know. Tough call.
Seymour back to the line. Set over. Rayner plays it. Camille sets Felice. Ooh, that was tough. We had one signal in and one out.
I will say, Callie, as someone who has done that job before, it is not fun. And it's not easy.
I bet.
You will get yelled at by the opposing team's players.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be easy, but they're going to say it's in. North Catholic gets the serve. Lena out of Saunders gets it over, played by Palmer. Camille back for Palmer, setting it up. Henry sets it. Sheffield quickly back over the net. Camille goes behind for Snyder. Rotundo plays it. Merlina, Palmer now to Snyder, hits it over, and that's blocked. Trojan point as the ball goes out. North Catholic leads at 6-4 here in set 3. Rayner's serve is signaled in, and
That was
Ambridge.
absolutely in.
That was it.
I know
it hit the line.
We have a great view from up here.
Yeah.
And I will say that was so far in.
I don't know why they're complaining about this one. I thought the other one was closer than that.
Yeah, I know.
That was it. That was on the line. Rayner to serve back over the net. Sheffield. Rotundo back for Sheffield. Played by Camille, but that is out. And the Bridgers get the point. Snyder plays it for Camille. Now to Felice, hits it over. What a save there by Seymour. And now Camille diving is able to save it for the Trojans. Felice sets it back over. Seymour to Rotundo, jumping up to the outside. Merlina, played by Rayner. Palmer now sets it to Felice. Misplayed by Seymour. Back for it is Sheffield. What a play.
Oh my.
Set back over by Merlina. Camille now sets up Snyder. Hits it back over. Sheffield keeps it alive. Rotundo now to Merlina. Kept alive by Felice. Hit back over the net by Camille. Merlina jumping up again. Camille is there, and we have a whistle. It's North Catholic point.
What a point.
That was crazy.
Every time the ball went over the net, I feel like someone was diving on the floor to get it. That's huge momentum for the Trojans as well.
Trojans are pumped after that point. Snyder's serve over the net. Sheffield, now Rotundo. Merlina hits that in, gets the kill for Ambridge. Back and forth here to start set number 3. North Catholic up by 2. Henry's serve just grazes the net. Good play there by Rayner to keep it alive, and Romoli tips it up and over. Dylan Shantz comes into the game to serve. Shantz hits it over, but that's out. Right to the line is Rotundo. Rotundo's serve makes it over. Rayner. Camille plays it. Palmer calls for it. Bumps it over the net. And now misplayed by the Trojans there. That one looked like it wasn't going to make it over.
Tricky ball. Drew Palmer thought he had it. Thought he was going to get it right back over on the first hit, but snuck over.
Oh, what a play by Rayner to keep that alive. Sheffield diving for it. Merlina hits it over. And the Bridgers tie it up 9-9.
Rex Rayner really took a hit there. I mean, props to him for the effort. Wow. That hurts worse than you think it would.
Tondo gets it over. Rayner is tipped over by Camille. Henry keeps it alive. Seymour gets it over. Rayner diving for it. Can't get there. Great effort though by Rayner. Tondo back to the line to serve. Bridgers take the 1-point lead, and that is out. Chris Romali back to the line to serve. Sheffield. So Rotundo goes back for Merlina, but that is out. North Catholic gets it right back. They lead it here 11-10 in the third set. Tipped over by Merlina. And that'll fall. Bridgers tie it up again, 11-11. Merlina hits it over. Rayner to Camille. Palmer jumps up. And Palmer, another kill this game.
I mean, man, if you're the Trojans and it's Drew Palmer's rotation on the outside, I would be setting him as much as possible.
Sheffield now gets it right back.
Feels like we've had double digits in lead changes or ties in this set. I mean, what a set. This is truly the best volleyball work we've seen so far.
This has really gotten the crowd into it too. It's getting loud in here. Camille sets Palmer, tips it over.
But it looks like Ambridge hits the net on the way down, and point's gonna go to the Trojans.
Oh, it is. North Catholic point. Catch a little bit of a break there. Sheffield, Rotondo, now back for Sheffield, tips it over, played by Felice. Camille, Palmer hits it down. And the Trojans take a 2-point lead. Palmer hits it over. Tondo keeps it alive. Touched by Merlina. And
here we go. Finally some momentum.
Some momentum for the Trojans. And Bridgers are arguing another call. And I'm going to call a timeout. And what a set this has been, Colin. Back and forth action. North Catholic finally seeming to get back into the rhythm that they started out with in the first set as they lead it here 15-12.
Yeah, definitely, Callie. That second set was just a little bit of a hiccup, but now they're back on their game, and I think they're looking the best they have yet.
This is North Catholic's last game of their regular season before we head into the postseason. Palmer back to serve for North Catholic. Before we begin, Merlina having a little conversation here with the referee. Here's Palmer. Serve makes it over the net. Saunders is there. Henry tries to hit it over, but it's off the divider and out. Trojan point. Palmer hits it back over. Merlina. Rotondo out to Seymour with the kill for the Bridgers.
Just can't let that happen if you're the Trojans. You know, you have to put the ball back. You have to make it difficult for them to set that outside because it is so dangerous.
Seymour back to serve again. That's out. Rex Rayner back to serve. Rayner's serve makes it over the net. Sheffield. Now Saunders tips that over, and Bridgers point. North Catholic unable to get there. Sheffield back to serve. That's
Good
out.
eye from Josh Snyder there.
Snyder, Sheffield, Rotondo sets back for Saunders. Felice, an attempted block there, but missed it. Henry, sit over. Snyder, now to Palmer. That goes.
When you see Drew Palmer hit from the back row there, he's going to be trying to hit down into the block, down into it. So just common mistakes like that happen when you're trying to achieve that goal.
Camille. Now for Romali. But a nice touch, gets it over. Samar not there in enough time. North Catholic up 19-17. Now Merlina hits it over. Kept alive by Felice, but a nice play there by Rotondo. Gets Ambridge the point there within one. Rotondo's serve. Scooped up by Rayner. Hit back over the net by Ambridge, and we're all tied up yet again, 19-19 in the third set. Snyder, now to Camille. Goes to Palmer. Bridgers hit it over, but it's out. Back now the line to serve is Romali.
Here we go, headed into the last bit of stretch. It's all about momentum here in these last 5 points.
Merlina. Rotondo to Merlina. Kept alive by Camille. Muser hits it over. Merlina. Now to Samar.
Good effort on the block there from Muser and Palmer. Just a little bit outside.
Merlina. Back to line to serve. Hits it over. Snyder. Hits it to Camille. Sets Palmer to the outside, hits that over. Molina sets it up to Rotondo. Back to Samar, tips it over. Camille. Back for Rayner. Now here's Palmer again, hits it! And North Catholic point. And this sends Camille back to the line. Trojans are up by 1. Camille hits it over. Henry. Now to Rotunda, hit over by Sheffield. Rayner to Palmer, to back over. Rotundo now to Sheffield, off of Camille. And the Bridgers tie it up yet again. Buchanan hits it short.
That's a huge miss with only 3 points left to go for the Trojans. And here's Drew Palmer to serve. Obviously a huge advantage.
Palmer hits it over, but it's short. And 2 missed serves leaves us tied yet again. Seymour back at serve, just makes it over the net. Palmer now sets Felice. Felice set, spins off his hands. Camille just send it over. Rotundo to the outside for Sheffield, and that is out. Trojan point. Rayner back over. Merlina out of Sheffield, off of Palmer's hands, played by Rayner, but it's going to be the Bridgers' point.
Here we go, 23-23. No unforced errors are allowed at this stage in the set.
Sheffield over the net. Rayner out of Camille. The outside for Snyder. Tondo now to Sheffield. That's off the hands of Romali. Just makes it over the net and it falls. Bridgers take the lead, 24-23. And timeout, North Catholic.
Smart timeout by Coach Ward there, Callie. You know, obviously that makes such a huge difference. Slowing momentum, collecting yourself. So we'll see how this one shakes out.
North Catholic is down by 1. So this set has been back and forth. Neither team wanting to make that mistake. Bridgers will serve. And here we go. Sheffield gets his serve over the net, played by Rayner. Camille. Now the outside for Felice. It's out.
You hate to see a set end that way on just a hit, but just outside, just a small error can decide the game.
Ambridge comes out on top by 2 in the third. And now we will head to set number 4. Ambridge so far leads it 2-1. And really, you couldn't ask North Catholic of a better set.
I know, just small things there decide the whole game, you know, and that's the sport of volleyball. It's just obviously 1 point there. Josh Schneider took his eye off the ball. Poor pass, 1 point. So, you know, it's just some things go that way, but obviously Trojans are definitely still in it.
And we're going to take another quick little break and head back. Some action in set number 4 between the Trojans and the Bridgers. Alrighty, and we are back here for set number 4 between the Trojans and the Bridgers. Ambridge took the last set 25-23 in a nail-biter. They were able to pull out in the end, and they lead it here 2-1. And Colin, how are you looking for North Catholic to start out this 4th set?
I think they're going to come out with some momentum. You know, they had a good last set. They truly do want to win this game. They've been playing well, and we will see.
That serve short for the Trojans. Merlina gets his set over the net. Nice effort by Camille to get there. Palmer hits it over. Diving effort by Merlina. Can't be recovered by Rotundo. And it's North Catholic's point. Romali hits that over, and Trojans with another point. That one was
served by Romali. It looked out to me, but I guess that was perfect placement.
I think it brushed Merlina on the way out. Rotundo now to Sheffield, blocked by Camille. Back over, and it's Trojan point. Double hit on Ambridge.
Here we go. Here's Ambridge's probably 10th meeting with the ref.
I know. Ambridge, or excuse me, North Catholic serve.
You know what happened there, Callie? Because I don't know what the ref had to say, but.
Merlina sets that deep, but it's out. North Catholic leads things here 4-2 in the fourth set. Camille, his serve is short. Seymour jumps up, hits it over. Snyder to Camille. Tried to, look like he went for a muser there. That's off the net. Played by Felice. Hit over. Saunders back over. Palmer sets it. Camille back for Palmer. Lets it go. And North Catholic point. Palmer hits it over Merlina. Rotundo back for Merlina. Gently hits it. Diving save made by Snyder. Camille sets it over. Henry now to Rotundo. Back to Sheffield. A tip. And got North Catholic on that one.
Not much you can do there. Just more play.
Sheffield hits it over. Felice to Camille. Felice jumps up, and Bridgers unable to block that. Rayner hits it over. Henry. Quick tip. What a play by Camille to keep it alive. Felice diving forward. Palmer trying to get there. And North Catholic with some excellent diving efforts. As Rotundo just caused all that chaos there. And that touch over the net, and Henry hits it over Snyder. Camille sets up Palmer in the middle. Diving effort by Henry, keeps it alive. Rotundo heads it back over, touched by Palmer. Camille keeps it alive, sent back over by Romali, but it's out.
Romali with the right idea. You want to put those free balls deep. You want to put them in the corners, just off there. And maybe a costly point.
We're all tied up 6-6 here in the fourth set. Felice sends it over. Rotundo sets Merlina. Diving effort from Camille. We get a whistle. Ambridge point. Henry. His serve is short. It's Snyder with it. Snyder's serve is good. Merlina jumps up, and that is out. Snyder over the net. Henry plays it for Rotundo. Now Merlina with the kill for the Bridgers. Rotundo back to the line to serve. Rayner just hits that up over the net. Merlina takes advantage.
Merlina starting to guide the Bridgers here, lead them to a few crucial points.
O'Malley gets it over. Rotundo now to Seymour. North Catholic trying to block it, but it's out. Bridgers take a 10-8 lead. Snyder. To Camille. Now Palmer's attempt is blocked by Buchanan. And North Catholic calling a timeout.
I don't know. I think that's just great play for the Bridgers. I don't think you can do much if you're North Catholic. Just obviously incredible plays. So we'll see how they respond coming up.
Yeah, and I think this is a good timeout call for North Catholic. The Bridgers getting the last handful of points. As they're
3 points might not seem like a lot in volleyball, but it really is. So just a smart timeout here. Collect yourself again. Sort things out.
And that sends Rotundo back to the line. North Catholic down by 3 as they head back out onto the court. Rotundo's serve is over the net. Snyder sits it to Camille. Now for Felice, tips it over. Played by Sheffield. Now Rotundo to Seymour. It's blocked by the Trojans. A huge block.
And it looked like that block was about to go out too, but then it hit off of Seymour, who was standing out of bounds.
Felice back to serve, gets it over. Henry. Now Rotundo. Back for Merlina. And that sneaky set toward the back of the court. Gets in the point. Merlina back to serve. Snyder. He's now to Camille. But that'll go out. Merlina's serve is out. Good eye there from Felice. O'Malley hits it over. Henry. Rotundo. Now for Sheffield. It's it to Snyder. Camille. Sets Palmer to the outside, and North Catholic with a big point. 13-11. Ambridge leads it here in set number 4. Molly hits it over. Rotundo. Now to Merlina.
Merlina found a gap in the North Catholic defense there, and just he knows exactly where to put it.
Cannon hits it over. Palmer to Camille. The outside for Palmer! And there's Drew Palmer yet again. Puts North Catholic within 2. Camille's serve over the net. Rotunda now to Saunders. Touched by Muser. Snyder turned the other way. Seymour hits it over. Ricochets off Snyder. Felice trying to race towards the ball. And
there's some confusion here.
What was the? Did you see the call there?
I thought that was pretty clear to be Ambridge's point, but Ambridge head coach Glenn Freed talking it over with one of the referees, and does not seem to be too happy about it either. So it turns out to be Ambridge's point, or no, they're redoing it. They're redoing
it, yeah. And now we're talking at the scorers table. Referee held up a yellow card towards Ambridge's bench. Not sure what that was all about. Rayner hits it to Camille. Now to Palmer, hits it over. Merlina. Now to Rotundo. Sheffield hits it over. Diving effort by Camille, but he couldn't get there. And here's Seymour, hits it out. And this brings Drew Palmer back to the line. Palmer's serve is out.
Just seemed to miss-hit that one. There's a little bit of side spin on the ball. But here we go. North Catholic down by 4.
Sheffield gets it over. Felice. Now to Palmer. Camille calls for it. Sends it over. Sheffield. Rotundo. Now to Merlina. Tips it. Nice play by North Catholic. To get it back over. Now Merlina. What a play by Rayner to keep it alive. Camille. Now to Palmer. Hits it over. Sheffield. Rotundo now to Merlina. That's blocked by Snyder. Back over the net. And it's North Catholic's point as that ball goes out. Tondo, Merlina, it's to Felice Snyder with a kicking effort.
Went for almost a bicycle kick there. Great effort though. North Catholic does not want to go away.
18-14 the score here in the 4th set. Ambridge leads it. Camille sets Felice to the outside, and looks like a little bit of miscommunication there from Henry and Sheffield as they both dove for it.
Definitely.
Almost collided there. Snyder back to serve. Snyder serve over the net. Sheffield to Rotundo. Now Merlina's out. North Catholic within 2, 18-16. Snyder serve over the net. Henry. Rotunda. Now to Merlina, but it's Ambridge's point. Tough ball to play there. Rotundo's serve over the net. Camille just sets it over. Palmer with a diving effort saves it. Camille sends it back over.
Ew. Evan Camille, a little shifty set over the net there.
Yeah, a little sneaky set there from Evan Camille. Felice back to the line, gets it over. Merlina, set by Rotunda now. Seymour, Snyder, hit over by Romali. Rotundu to Seymour, and it's in. Bridgers point, they lead at 20-17. Now back to serve is Merlina. Merlina over, Snyder pops it up for Camille. It's the outside for Palmer. Merlina, Rotundu, Sheffield gets it over, and another effort by Snyder again.
Snyder, but that time I think he got one more chair than he did last time. I wouldn't be surprised to see a North Catholic timeout sometime soon.
How's Merlina? Serve grazes the net. Snyder plays it. Camille. Now to Palmer! Trojans make it 21-18. Trying to stay in this game. Romali back to the line. Molly hits it over. Sheffield. Now to Merlina. Rotundo hits it over. Camille to Palmer. Gently slaps at it. Now Sheffield goes to hit it over, and a carry on Ambridge. And timeout
by Ambridge. Yeah, Callie, this one, again, is going to come down to the small details in these last couple points. You know, it's every point matters at this stage in the game. So we'll see who can do a better job of who's more comfortable here. Who knows what to do, you know? It's just such an important part.
Yeah, and being in a position like this, you can't afford to make any of those simple mistakes. As we saw in the previous set, just a couple mistakes became a matter of difference of 2 points. Trojans head back out. Romali is there to serve. North Catholic is down 2 points here in set number 4. Molly hits it over. Sheffield, Rotundu, Seymour, back over, recovered by Felice. Snyder backtracking, gets it. Camille sets it over. Merlina out of Sheffield, tips it, and the Bridgers with the point. This puts Buchanan back to serve. Cannon hits it over. Palmer to Camille. Muser hit it back over, sent over by Saunders. Camille to Palmer. Jumping up, what a play by Drew Palmer. A diving Rotundo couldn't get there. Now here's Camille. Played by Merlina. Tondo, Sheffield tips it. Camille is there. He was ready for that, but it's out.
If you're North Catholic, Callie, this is not an easy situation to come back and win from, but definitely possible.
Camille back for Palmer. Sets it over. Sheffield, Rotundu, the Saunders. What a play by Logan Muser. Got a great touch on it and gives North Catholic the point down to Drew Palmer to serve. Palmer hits it over. Merlina is up, and block is missed by the Trojans.
Okay. Not sure what that was, but point's going to go to Ambridge anyway.
Ambridge, game point. Sheffield back to serve, gets it over. Palmer to Camille, to Felice, it drops, and the Trojans get it right back. 24-22, libero Rex Rayner. It's a serve over the net. Sheffield, Rotondo, now to Merlina, and that is out.
Whoa.
It is out.
What a tough ball. It did look out from here, though, and leave a pretty good view. So here we go, 23-24, Trojans down.
Rayner gets his set over Henry. Rotondo, now to Merlina, he missed it. And it's tied up, 24-24. Unbelievable. Rayner makes it over the net. Sheffield. Now Saunders hits it, but it's out, and North Catholic takes the lead, 25-24.
Here we go, Ambridge timeout. Wow, I mean, North Catholic, come on. That's amazing. They were down, what, at that point? Had to be at least 5, right?
5, yeah.
Come back, truly impressive.
And it's those simple mistakes.
Yeah,
for Ambridge.
They didn't have any. North didn't have any of those. Ambridge did in that last stretch, and here we are. North in great position, up by 1 in the 4th set.
North Catholic must win by 2. They're up 25-24 here in set number 4. Back to serve is Rayner. Referee signals. Rayner makes the set over. Sheffield, Rotondo, Merlina gets it down, and it's Ambridge point. They tie it up, 25-25. Win by 2. Henry now to serve. Played by Rayner. Camille. Termali. Henry. Back up to Rotondo. It's blocked by Romali and Snyder. Back over, diving save. Made by Rayner, sent back over by the Trojans. Rotondo down to Merlina, getting it down. Rayner keeps it alive. Camille to Palmer, hits it the other way. Henry gets it there. Molina back over, but the Trojans can't get there.
What an effort, what a point, but man, the Bridgers come away with it. One thing I might add, Callie, is in situations like this, you're going to set your guy. The Bridgers are going to be setting Merlinda. But guess what? Drew Palmer is not at the rotation where he's hitting outside right now. So what a huge advantage that makes for the Bridgers, even though you might not realize it. How different this set might be going if Drew Palmer was hitting on the outside in this rotation. So we'll see how the Trojans adapt and how this finishes out.
Huge point there for the Bridgers, makes it 26-25. They need one more to win this game. North Catholic, on the other hand, looking to tie things back up. It's Nicholas Henry. It's the serve for the Bridgers. And here we go. Henry hits it over. Snyder sets Camille to the middle for Palmer, and it's misplayed by Henry. We're tied yet again.
Guess what? Drew Palmer's in the back row, but you're going to set your guy. They're going to continue to set him, and he executes perfectly there.
Sends back Josh Schneider to the line to serve. Gets it over. Henry plays it for Rotondo. Merlina hits it over. Felice. Now to Camille. To Palmer. Hits it over. Henry able to dig it out. Merlina, and it's blocked by Camille. But it's Ambridge's point.
Camille has something to say about that. It looked like, I'm going to be honest, it looked like a double hit on the set before the hit from Ambridge to me. That's what I saw, but.
And it's going to be Ambridge's point. So they're going to lead it here, 27-26. Tondo back to serve, gets it over Rayner. Plays it to Camille, tipped over by Romali. Seymour was there. Now here's Merlina. And the Bridgers win it.
Just like that. I mean, what a fight from the Trojans, though. You have to give it to them. They never gave up. I thought they played well, but man, Bridgers, incredible play.
That one hurts.
Sure does.
And I mean, I'd be interested to see what they said about that call there on the end with Camille.
Yeah, we're going to have to ask Evan, Camille, and Drew Palmer tomorrow what their thoughts were in this third set. But, I mean, I feel like that was great play from both sides, and honestly, such a good game. Exactly what we expected. Gritty, hard-fought, close game. So props to both sides for giving it everything they have.
For sure, and this almost, gives you a glimpse of what the playoffs are going to be looking like here for North Catholic. As these two teams, always an exciting matchup. But the Bridgers come out on top in a tight 27-25 win in the fourth set over the Trojans. And that concludes North Catholic's regular season. Seeding to come out very soon here for playoffs as the boys get ready for that. But that'll do it here on North Catholic Sports Network. My name is Callie Martis alongside Colin Campbell. And North Catholic drops this one to Ambridge 3-1.